So here's vlog number one of my life in trucking. Not the sugarcoating, but the everyday in and out. The good, the bad, the ugly. The pretty, the shiny. So I started my day um, just west of Higginsville, Missouri. Delivered in Kansas City, Kansas. So I started my day at 5:30. Got over to Kansas City, Kansas, to KC Shippers um, just before 6:30. The reason why it took so long was because I had bad weather and there was a wreck at 435 and I-70. Got that trailer kicked off. Got hooked to an empty. It was a drop and hook, obviously. Um, Left there right at about 7 o'clock. Picking up a load in Blue Springs, Missouri at West Rock. Load was supposed to go to Texas, but I'm supposed to be home Saturday for a memorial. So called my dispatcher, which I've got to talk with him and make sure he's okay with me saying his name. He went ahead and routed me to Stratford so I can drop this load in Stratford. And then I'll go home for the weekend and then come back out on Monday. As you will learn, I have a black cloud that follows me around. So I've got a lot going on in my personal life right now. So we'll see how this weekend goes. My story may be a little different coming back on Monday. But it is, I come to the Hy-Vee just past where I'm supposed to pick up here in Blue Springs. I've been here since 8 o'clock. Can't pick up until 11. So I'm sitting here. Unfortunately, clock is ticking away. I did a split berth, so it's kind of paused my clock for the moment. So if you don't know split bursts, you need to look into it. It's helped me a couple times in some places where I was close to being out of hours. It doesn't help you on your 70, no, but it will help you get down the road. Sorry for the video quality. I'm actually going to be getting some better equipment. I've been talking to a couple of friends of mine um, about some GoPros and other stuff, so I will be getting those. I have a camera here that I'll pull video off occasionally, and then of course I have my dash cam that I'll have videos off of. I'm going to have a couple more cameras. I'm going to have one that'll be a point of view camera, which will I'm assuming probably a head mount, hat mount, um, or chest mount. Uh, but you really won't see much if I do a chest mount over the steering wheel. I sit low. I'm old school. Uh, uh, you know, bull hauling's in my blood. uh, and one of these videos, I'll break down who I am, my life story, blah blah blah. But the main reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of people see these vloggers that show trucking. There's a couple I follow. I really don't want to say their names right now because I don't want to cause issues. But not that they sugarcoat everything, but they talk about, you know, new trucks and, new trailers and easy loads and stuff like this. They don't talk about the bad stuff. They don't talk about the sitting and waiting, and during the winter, you may turn 1,500 miles in a week. Freight's off. During the winter, there is, freight's. I run average 3 to 3,500 miles a week. A lot of people can't do that. I eat, sleep, and everything else driving this truck. There is no downtime. I maybe have an hour of not driving and not sleeping. So it's going to be tricky doing all this in that hour, but we'll make it work. I am a multitasker. They always show these nice, clean, spotless trucks. Mine ain't dirty by no means. I mean, it's not nasty, but it's lived in. About twice a week I'll vacuum the floor, and usually about every other week I'm stopping by the house, dropping off clothes, picking up clothes. There again, that may be changing. 90% of the time I do my 34-hour restart at home. There are times where I don't get a chance to. I am one of those that will run recaps, hour-wise. So I can run a couple of weeks and not have to do my restart. You just gotta know how to play your hours. But I will have driving videos attached to everything. Unfortunately, it'll mostly be dash cam footage because until I can get some other mounting done, I can't record with my phone while I'm driving because it does a lot of vibrating, which is annoying to me, let alone anybody else. If I got to figure out if my recording, my audio is going to be good. If not, I'll have to figure out something else. I have wee bit of an accent, so sometimes it's hard to understand me. Uh, I will try to not talk slow, as in making sure, whatever, but if I'm excited or really focused on something, I'll talk a little faster and I may jumble my words, but I will try not to. I will try to pronunciate, and I talk with my hands. Um, Part of that is because my oldest daughter's deaf, so I'm used to throwing in some sign language. Um, I'm not proficient at it. I can guarantee that, and so can my daughter. She will tell you her dad does not sign. Um, but in my downtime, watch videos. I try to learn something new every day. Try to educate myself. Um, I turned 48 this year. I've been in trucking industry for 25 years. Um, I've had, now I've had 4 wrecks in my life in a truck. My first wreck, I was sitting still. Um, I was working for a railroad salvage company and dumping scrap metal at a scrap yard. End dump going up, load wedged at the top, trailer leaned, broke the wishbone, trailer fell over, took the truck with it. Fell to the driver's side. Oh, excuse me. Second wreck, I was coming back from Kansas City, Missouri, headed to Springfield, Missouri on, what was that, 7 highway, going through Clinton. Had a SUV pulling a trailer, sitting on the shoulder, had a car in the left lane, I was in the right lane. The SUV pulled right out in front of me, no blinker, no nothing. I was close enough I could see 2 kids standing up in the back seat. I yanked the wheel to the right. I figured I was dead. I had committed myself to that being the end of my life. Went down through a ditch up the side. I missed a tree and a telephone pole on each side. Went out to a wheat field. Wound up breaking a bag on the trailer. I was on a flatbed, by the way. Bag on the trailer, broke a strap. Had one 6x6 come sideways. I clipped the fender on the passenger side of the boat trailer. I took the rear tire off the wheel. They were able to put a new tire on that wheel, and drove off. Wound up having some front end damage to the truck. Luckily, fixed the bag. I apologize. Was able to push the 6x6 over. Inched it down the road. There was a place that reset the load, threw a strap on it, drove it to Springfield, delivered the next day, and then I was off. I took 2 months off because whenever I got out of the truck, went over to check on them, I could hear the kids screaming. So every night I went to bed, I'd wake up in a sweat because all I could hear was those kids screaming. Um, so it was a little rough there. And then that was 2013. 2013 to 2022 had no issues. January 2022 had a gentleman pull out in front of me just outside of Willow Springs, Missouri. And I wound up bopping him in the butt. And then beginning of February 2022, had a gentleman that was in the right lane. I was in the center lane, headed west on 70, coming out of Pacific, Missouri, which is just outside St. Louis. Ice-covered roads, snow-covered roads. He lost control, went across in front of me, thought he had it, spun it, come back in front of me. When he come back in front of me, I wound up T-boning him, and it kicked him out to the passenger side. The back of his truck went under the trailer, rear of the front set of duals on the trailer hit the back of his truck, kicked him out from underneath the trailer. So this is February 24th, 2020. So I'm hoping that's the end of it. I don't need any more. Don't want any more. But anyway, alright, well, this has been a longer video than what I was expecting. People will tell you I talk a lot. So, and for all my friends and family that see this, you're not safe. I'm trying not to use names because I don't want nobody suing me. But if you're involved in my life, I'm going to talk about what goes on. I drive a truck. Hopefully. Well, I am leasing the truck. We'll actually own the truck soon. I am a custom car builder. I am the founder and president of a car club. So my life's pretty, I think it's pretty neat. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day or night, whichever it is. And there'll be many more to come. So I had a guy tell me one time he wished that he could write a book about my life. But it's been an interesting 47 years, going on 48 in November. Hopefully I've got at least 48 more. Alright. Stay good, everybody.